Hey, Pela Umpumelelo revealed a skaka to us, you guys, on the last episode. He said that the first wife, Awaba Panti, meaning that the first wife belongs to the ancestors. Speaking about Nosipho Cele, meaning that Nosipho Cele kahle kahle, she is the choice of his ancestors, and that's the reason why he's taking her as a first wife. And the second wife is his father's wife, which is Uvuyogazi. Now, guys, some of us do know that Uvuyogazi did reveal on her stories that she is no longer with Umpumelelo, but for the sake of the episode, because this is a review channel, Umpumelelo, that has not played out as yet. So I think by that time this episode was actually recorded, they were still together, no Vuyogazi. So Umpumelelo says the second wife of Vuyogazi belongs to Umusa for his father, and the third wife is his, Utirelo, is his. But guys, I want us to kind of be honest about something. And one thing I want us to cultivate in this channel is to cultivate honesty. Let's put our feelings aside and just be honest. Because I know some people are going to be biased, especially once we speak about Uvuyogazi, we want to be biased. But let's just be honest, guys. And let's speak about tradition. Right. Let's talk about Isinto, guys. So depending, okay, let me not talk about other beliefs. Ngesinto, you guys, people they believe in ancestors, right? And they believe that ancestors at times can communicate to them and have requests. It is not a foreign thing we see into you guys for the ancestors who want a wife of their own. And some things, yes, Umpumelelo, he's a narcissist. We normally say he's a narcissist. He is selfish and all of these things. But guys, some things that Umpumelelo says is in accordance to Isinto. Now, I want to give a disclaimer that I do know that there are some men who are using the excuse of Isinto or using the excuse of ancestors just to have as many women as they want and just to bring in women into their situation. But then again, who are you to then say he's lying? Because if he believes that his ancestors say that and he does believe in his ancestors, then who are we? It's a different thing if you don't believe in ancestors. Then it's a totally different conversation. But now we are talking about Isinto, you guys. So I was saying that there's certain things that Umpumelelo was saying that if you understand them with the lens of tradition, you're gonna kind of get them. So Umpumelelo said something. He said that at times it's a troublesome thing. And it's a difficult thing to marry or to put someone in a position ongasazi Isinto. So meaning, and I think he was referring to Uvuyogazi, that it's a difficult thing to put Uvuyogazi as umamkhulu, whereas she does not understand traditional things. Remember, Uvuyogazi is coming from a different tribe as his. And thus maybe it might also be difficult for her to even accept this whole thing of her becoming the second wife, because in the Xhosa tribe, it's not a very, yes, you do find polygamous, but it's not as common as in the Zulu tribe. So he was saying that, Umpumelelo was saying that it becomes a problem because they do not, if you go to a person who does not understand tradition, right, and who has not grown up who has not grown up with the understanding of tradition, and you tell them that your ancestors are asking for his timber, that person is going to look at you like you're crazy, you guys. And thus you cannot carry out the vision of the whole vision of polygamy with a person who does not understand that. And I know I do not agree with it myself. I do not agree with Umpumelelo's reasoning and all of that, but hence I'm saying let's put our feelings aside and try and reason with the mindset of tradition. Yes, there's tradition does advance and tradition changes and all of that, but these are traditional men, you guys. And if they are traditional men, then at least we should reason according to tradition, So anyway, I do feel like the aspect of Uvuyogazi not being a Zulu does kind of contribute and does kind of like play a negative role in this whole polygamy thing playing out. If you look at a lot of episodes on Umnagwetu, a lot of women will agree to polygamy, especially when a person is giving out the reason of the ancestors said. Because if you're coming from a household where they've taught you about ancestors and you guys observe and you guys respect your ancestors, you know that you can't speak against that in a sense, And I know it's a tricky one at times because then the question is that means anyone can just lie and then we must just go ahead with it. But that's how it is, you guys. So I feel like Umatsele being the ancestor's choice does kind of mean that she might be what we call as the yes man, the person who's just going to say yes to I don't know how many other wives later. But it does mean that she is then or she's predicted to then make this whole vision of polygamy like to run smoothly, that because she's Zulu, because she's probably probably she comes from a family that understands tradition, or maybe she understands tradition, then it means that she is the chances of her agreeing to a second wife, a third wife, or fourth wife is quite high. That's the thing, you guys. That's the reasoning that I think Umpumelelo was coming with when he differentiated these women. Utemelo as well, she is not Zulu. And I do think there's certain practices in the Zulu tribe that she might not get. And so I do from a traditional perspective, guys, I get the reasoning, of why. It's just unfortunate that I don't think when he was dating this woman, I don't think he planned it to happen this way. I don't think he planned it for Uvuyogaji to fall pregnant and then to stick her through or whatnot. But this is the situation, and that's what it is. Yeah, so yeah, guys, I'm not saying we must, be lenient on Umpumelelo, but I am saying that some things, you guys, they don't make sense to us. But if you are a traditionalist and you grew up with tradition, like it makes sense. It makes sense whether we agree with it or not. But anyway, if you are from the Zulu tribe, like maybe tell us the whole thing or explain to me the whole thing of the ancestors like wanting a wife for their own. About like what is the benefits of them having a wife for their own, because Umpumelelo is the one who's going to be in a relationship with that woman, taking care of that woman and all of that. So I really don't get about when ancestors want a wife for their own, when there's a wife for the father, like what are the benefits of that? I do not get it. But I know that when they light Impepo is like a herb. When they light that herb, speaking to their ancestors, it makes sense somehow to them. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about this. Please do make sure that you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you on the next one.